So traditionally, uh, the claim on property is a hereditary claim. My aristocratic or royal father owned it. How did he get it? He probably got it through some military victory or some other, uh, power play. Um, but over the course of time, that's sort of lost, and so the hereditary claim means everything. So if you have property, you have power, and you have rights. If you don't have that, you don't have power or rights. And when you're middle class in 1690, uh, it means you don't have the ability to get property. You don't have not just the political ability, but you don't have any philosophical basis for owning property. And so that's what Locke is trying to do. He's trying to get away from hereditary claims uh, by saying, well, if I put my labor into something, then I own it. I pay myself, basically. Then I have a right to something called property. It's clever. It's a political move via a philosophical argument. Locke also posits that ownership is predicated not on any kind of labor, but on rational and productive and efficient and profitable labor. Emphasis on rational labor. Okay, and so that's what he's going to talk about through this chapter, right? Or that's what he's going to emphasize. He's an Enlightenment philosopher. He has the utmost faith in rationality, right? And so he is making an argument for the rational use of labor, which is what middle class people usually do, in contrast to aristocrats who don't labor, and if they do labor, are probably, according to Locke, not using a rational form of labor. It is the person who has who just does not live on the land and build a house, but the person who grows food on the land and grows food for himself, but also for others. This is a rational or scientific use of land, which is productive and benefits not only the individual, but society. Again, it sounds great, but what's being excluded in Locke's argument here? Well, for one, a pre-capitalistic or non-capitalistic context is being excluded. Note the example that he uses, the colonization of America, which you'll see later in the text here, not on this page.